When I look back at my early 20s, I have so much love for that version of myself. She was trying so hard. She didn't have much, but she was showing up every day with whatever she had. So, if you're in your early 20s or not, I want you to take a deep breath with me. Because you don't have to have everything figured out. People have called me out, and I take the full responsibility. No is not just a word, it's a complete sentence. And I wish I didn't waste my early 20s in being upset. I have struggled with PCOS ever since 10th standard. Then, trust me, start taking things seriously because everybody knows what they're doing, everyone knows whom they are hurting. Hi, my name is Manasi. Welcome back to my channel. And this video is just me sitting with you and talking about things that I learned a little late in my life. But that's okay. We learn things and grow when we are meant to be. First things first, money. I wish I knew about SIPs at 21, but I thank my dad that thoda late ho gaya, but at least we started the SIPs and I did it because of my dad. I really was not happy because I used to be like, I'm just earning from YouTube now. Why do you want me to put everything in my SIPs? But now I could buy a Mercedes or I could actually do a wedding of my dreams because I was investing very consistently. Now it doesn't matter how much you are investing. You don't have to be rich. It can be literally 500 rupees a month. I'm sure you can afford that because Starbucks ka ek drink 500 rupees ka aata hai. Whatever feels realistic, just start with that amount. My point is, it is not about how much you invest. It is about the consistency. Because when you know that you are going to have a debit of 500 rupees a month, it shows responsibility that you are supposed to keep that 500 a month in your bank account. In my opinion, at least start one or two SIPs and they don't have to be complicated. Okay, don't put too much thought into it. A basic index or a blue chip fund is okay, and just 500 or 1000 rupees a month. Trust me, you're gonna thank me later. And there is just something comforting about knowing that I have my back in the future. Next, move your body for your mind. I wish somebody told me that exercising is not just to look good or look fit and get compliments, but it's also to keep your mind sane. Okay, coming clean, I used to only do abs because I used to participate in fashion shows in my college and I wanted my belly to look snatched. That was the only reason I used to work out, you guys, and that's so wrong. I feel world has changed after COVID. We are forced into this alternate reality. I will talk about that topic in another video. I have so many thoughts about that. But to combat that, when your heart is heavier and your brain feels very, very tired, you need to go and do some sort of activity. For me, it's yoga. I do yoga at home with a trainer, and that just gives me so much joy. My brain feels lighter, and I just feel good about myself. Just take out 10 minutes in a day. Walk, stretch, breathe, and do it for your mental clarity. Next point. Again, I wish I knew this earlier, that health checkups are not supposed to be done only when you fall sick. Regular health checkups, blood work is so important, especially in your early 20s. We are living in a world where heart attacks are not just for the heart patients or somebody who's old. It's happening to the youth and people are dying on the spot. It's sad to even say this out loud, but that is the truth and I'm going to highlight it. And you need to have certain tests in check. I'll be leaving a list of health checkups or blood tests that you need to get done every 6 months in the description box below. Don't forget to check that out. I'm going to give you an example of myself that I have struggled with PCOS ever since 10th standard. Then I was put on the pills and then it was cured, and then again it came back for a brief moment in my engineering college, and then again I was free of it. But as soon as I got married, it's back. I'm having chin hair, I'm having the weirdest of cramps. Now I wouldn't have noticed all of this if I had not gotten my sonography done. I would have been like, ek hi chin hair hai, it's fine, or it's okay, I'm just having thoda sa hair fall, or it's okay, my belly is just thoda sa bloated. But it was all leading up to a severe case of PCOD. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, start getting your health checkups frequently in your early 20s and also in your late 20s. You have to do health checkups every 6 months. Okay, next point is so underrated and I wish I knew it even before my 20s, and that is enjoying your own company. I was so scared of being left out. I was so scared of not fitting in that I turned into a people pleaser in school, in college, in my junior college, engineering college. I was just scared to be alone, and I don't know why. I mean, I know why. It's my childhood trauma, but anyways, that's enough for another video. But I feel go out on your own, travel on your own. That is why I took a trip to US just before I got married, alone. I have not even flown domestically, okay? अकेले मैं कभी नहीं travel किया है, but I went to see my sister just because I wanted to experience that. Because when you travel on your own, it just teaches you so much. It teaches you so many life skills. Don't forget to go and watch that vlog because it was very eventful. My phone was stolen on that trip. But anyways, I also go out and eat on my own. So I recently came back from the Thailand trip, and while coming back, I told my friends that I really want to eat Indian food, and you guys can go explore something else, or if you want to have Indian food, you can come with me. But they didn't want to. So I was like, can I just go and eat on my own? And they were like, yeah, go ahead. And again, I sat by myself without scrolling anything on my phone. I ate the meal alone in another country. When you sit with yourself, when you travel by yourself, when you drive on your own, it just gives you that quiet confidence when you know that you have your back, and you just know that you are never lonely when you have yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you to be a loner, because I love going out with my husband, with my dog, with my parents, my in-laws, my sisters. But it's just that in case if you're left alone, you shouldn't panic, because I used to feel that. I used to be like, shit, I can't go on my own. I'm canceling the plan. That's not how it should be. Even if you are left alone, you should be confident to go on your own. Next point is going to be about taking care of your body. In my 20s, I was so worried about my face that I just didn't care or give a damn about my body. And I'm suffering right now because I come from a dry skin family. My scalp se leke toe tak, I'm extremely dry. And one thing that I'm noticing, I have told Maufam about this in the past as well, that I am suffering from really bad heel pain. Like my heels are so stiff. They have cracks already. I'm not even 30 and yet I have cracks and cracked feet. So I've started using this ointment on my feet every day without fail, and that has really helped. I also have this acupressure kind of a device I got from Momoso, if I'm not wrong, and I just try to give that acupressure to my feet to help with that pain. The fact is that हम वो 7-step Korean skincare routine करने में इतने busy हो जाते हैं that we forget about our body, but not when you are a Maufam member. Now you know my love for Plum BodyLovin products, right? And I have emptied bottles and bottles of their body mist, body lotions, perfumes, and this fragrance right here is my favorite. This is the Vanilla Caramello body lotion. Iska to kya hi kehna, we all know about this. This is like my signature scent. This is dessert in a bottle. But today I'm going to talk about something new. This is the Plum BodyLovin Hazelnut Eclair. Not only does it smell good, but also deeply nourishes your skin. Now this contains cocoa butter and vitamin B5 that's going to make sure that your skin gets all the moisturization that it needs. This has that choco vanilla and that decadent hazelnut fragrance to it. But that's not it. They have launched these body butters, which is exactly what my skin is craving for this winter season. They come in 3 variants: Vanilla Caramello, Hazelnut Eclair, and Marshmallow Melt. So this body butter has Brazil nut oil and shea butter to give your skin that natural glow and hydration. Mumbai weather ke hisab se, this is the best pick. You don't have to worry about your skin becoming dry and dull in the winter season because Plum BodyLovin has your back. I'll be leaving the links of all of these products in the description box below. Don't forget to check it out. And now let's move on to the next point. We spoke about taking care of our body from the outside, but let's talk about how to take care of it from the inside. And I feel this is something that I should have paid more attention to when I was in my early 20s, is that I need to eat more home cooked meals. And abhi now that I'm married, मुझे घर के खाने की बहुत याद आती है, because now I am not able to eat my mom's food. Like मेरी mom के हाथ का खाना, आईच्या हाताचा वरण भात has a different taste. But that's what I'm trying to say, that try to eat as many home cooked meals as possible, and it doesn't have to be healthy. Okay, you are in your early 20s, your metabolism is great, so it's fine even if you are eating junk. But जो मम्मी ने घर पे बनाया हुआ junk है वो खा लो. Start from there, right? And when I was like a teenager, that time Zomato was not a thing. I got my first phone in like 11th standard. So I understand where today's generation is heading, because right now social media, Zomato, all of this is so easily available, because I have a niece who's 8 years old, so I can totally understand. But here's when the self-control comes into play, that you have to tell yourself that maybe when I'm going to the office or college in whatever your early 20s, just go with a dabba in your hand. Like at least balance it out. You can eat on the weekends, but not on the weekdays. When you'll start getting older, you'll understand how much of an impact this actually has on your body. The world pushes convenience and instant everything, but home food grounds you. Your body recognizes it. Your gut heals, your mood stabilizes. Learn to have cheat days concept. Don't eat outside every day, like after your office, after your college. Don't do that. Next one is a personal favorite, and that is I wish I knew how to say no to people in my early 20s. No is not just a word, it's a complete sentence. Say no to plans that drain you, say no to friendships that make you feel small, say no to people who just use you and leave, say no to work that actually disrespects your boundaries. I have realized that for the longest time, I expected that my peace is the responsibility of people around you. But the sad truth is, it's actually my own responsibility. My peace starts with myself. If I am giving opportunity to people to actually hamper my peace, then it's not making sense. If you feel that, replying to certain people who disrespect you is going to give you peace and you're going to sleep better at night, good for you. If you feel that ignoring them and just like staying away from them or cutting them off is going to help your peace, good for you. Do what actually makes you feel peaceful from within. Recently, I have started saying no to almost everything that I feel is not worth my time. फिर वो work related हो, I have said no to so many brand campaigns that just don't resonate with me. I have said no to events. I have said no to certain mandates that the brand wants me to do. It's fine. Even if I will earn less money, at least I'll be sleeping peacefully at night. A classic example is that I recently called out an agency for not treating me right, not paying me on time. And that's not a thing in our creator culture. Everybody is told to shut up. They will not speak up because everybody is scared that, they will not get work. But I honestly feel that no means no. Like, you cannot be treating creators like this. This is just a small example. You are not a creator. I understand that not everybody who's watching me is a creator, but you need to learn to say no at certain things where things are just going, haywire and they are just not making sense anymore. Next up is on the similar lines, and that is, it's okay to outgrow some people. In my early 20s, I used to be so hell-bent on fixing things, fixing friendships, trying to give a free pass to almost everyone and every friend in my life who has done me wrong. People are going to mock you by saying, oh, you're too oversensitive. You have to develop a thick skin. Don't take things seriously. Trust me, start taking things seriously because everybody knows what they're doing. Everyone knows whom they are hurting. Everyone is saying things intentionally. It's 2025. Nobody's like stupid. Okay. So don't let people slide their dramas under the rug by saying, don't take it seriously. I was just kidding. Yeah. I'm able to say all of this very comfortably right now is because I have accepted the fact that there will be people that you loved deeply. You will replay the conversations, you will try to fix it, you will try to overcompensate, you will try to make it work, but it just won't work if the samne wala is not responding. And you need to know kab nikalna chahiye patli gali se. Sometimes the connection stops feeling gentle. It starts feeling heavy, draining, and unequal. But listen, if you have to shrink yourself to stay in someone's life, then that is not love. That's survival. Letting go does not mean you hate them. It just means that you finally have chosen yourself. It means that I deserve peace. I deserve friendships that feel safe. And I am understood without having to perform. And trust me, letting go is going to hurt like a bitch. It's going to hurt you so much. But sometimes you have to lose people to find yourself. Okay, next point is not like my early 20s point, but it's something that I need to inculcate now, is that forgiving the older versions of myself. I would never forgive myself. I would always be hard on myself for the mistakes that I have done. And not just on social media. Like, I have said some randomest shitty things on social media when I started my career, and people have called me out, and I take the full responsibility. But it's not just about social media, it's in my real life as well. I'm not perfect. I am definitely the most imperfect person that you can find. Everyone is, rather. What makes you better is that accepting that you are imperfect and you're trying to, kind of not repeat those mistakes. But wo chakkar mein I was being so hard on myself. I used to be like so negative towards my own self that it started affecting me on a mental and a physical level, because your body understands you, your body listens to your brain. Because if you're constantly ताने मार रहे हो अगर आप खुद के दिमाग में that तू ऐसी है, तू कुछ नहीं कर पाई, if you keep comparing yourself on the social media, if you keep comparing things that you thought you could achieve and you haven't yet, it's just going to drain you and eat you from inside. So you need to forgive yourself and the older versions of yourself as well. Remember, you need to delete the older version of yourself. You need to forgive that version of yourself. Only then a new you is going to be born. Okay, last but not the least, it's going to hit hard. And I wish I knew this in my early 20s, that your parents are growing old and they are also figuring out things in their lives. They are not perfect. My dad has turned 65 and he had me at the age of 37. I am a 97 born and my dad is 1960. So we have a 37 years difference gap, right? Age gap. I always used to coso myself. I always used to indirectly even tell them that, why did you guys even have me so late? Because, when I was a teenager or when I wanted to play badminton and whatnot, my dad was quite old. He couldn't play with me the way he could play with my sisters. And I always felt that it's so unfair. Why my eldest sister got so much time with my dad, but I didn't. And I just wasted so many years in that. I was just so angry with myself and with my fate, thinking, oh my god, I never got time with my parents. But now that I am moving towards my 30s, I'll be 29 in 2 months. And it's his birthday today when I'm filming this. It just hitting me so hard that I have so much less time with my dad, and I wish I didn't waste my early 20s in being upset. I've gathered myself. It's not just about your father, it's also about your mother, because she's also just figuring things out. And me being a daughter, like it's a thing, right? Ki your daughters are closer to like their dads and sons are closer to their moms for some odd reason. मेरे घर में भी kind of वैसा ही था. And we all were very close to my dad, are still close to my dad, and I am still close to my mom now. But in my 20s, or it's in fact in my teenage also, I used to have so many fights with my mother because, I used to be like, I don't want to listen to you. And I have wasted so much time in just arguing with my mom because she would want me to be a certain way. Trust me, once you are past your early 20s, none of this matters. Just sit with your parents more, spend time with them even more, because it just goes so fast. जो वो बोलते हैं ना कि बच्चे कैसे फट से बड़े हो जाते हैं समझ में नहीं आता, डॉग्स कैसे पपी से डॉग बन जाता है समझ में नहीं आता, is the same. You will never understand how fast your parents are growing old. One day you'll realize that these small moments were the biggest moments of your life. And as your big sister, I'm telling you, if you're in your early 20s, start sitting with your parents, start going on small trips with them, start asking about their day. Because now that my dad has retired, he's at home. My mom was always a homemaker. Like just ask them about their day. That's all they want. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for sitting with me. If you're in your early 20s, this video is like a hug for you. And also, if you're not in your early 20s, you are like me, who's in your late 20s again, I'm giving you the tightest hug. I hope this video kind of helped you, and you can at least start doing one thing after watching this video. Let's chat in the comments. Tell me which was your favorite point, and also tell me what is that one thing that you are unlearning after watching this video. And yeah, let me know if you like such chatty videos, because I'm thinking to get back into just sitting here and talking to you guys. I miss you guys. Also, I want to hit 7 lakh followers before this year ends. So don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe from all the devices possible, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Until then, stay positive and stay happy.